Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Azubike. So I believe personal brand is about knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what makes you different, and why do you think people should trust you and your brand. So I believe that is my I believe that is my own definition of personal branding.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. All right. So we've had from two. I think that should do as an intro. So take it like this, right? So for example, I could know as HR, I could know uh Adeshua Omorui as CS. What people know you for. Just give me thumbs up if you can hear me. Thumbs up. Don't unmute yourself. Just thumbs up emoji. Thank you. So what people actually know you for, all right, is your personal branding. And that's scary, right? It's very, very scary. Let me go to our note. I'm going to be using Notion as our lesson notes, and I can also share it after the meeting with you. Now, take a look at your favorite influencer, for example, or your favorite corporate person on LinkedIn, for example. Just go on LinkedIn and choose anybody's. You can even choose my own account, right? Choose anybody's account. In fact, LinkedIn is even big. Go to Twitter and look for anybody's account that you admire in the corporate settings, right? And just go through their profile. Will you be able to tell what they do by just going through their TL timeline? Will you be able to tell, oh, this person is ABC? If you are able to, then that person has achieved their goal of personal branding. Now you are wondering, really? So it's not even about what I say I am. No, 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 no. It's not what you say you are is your personal business. What people don't think you are, the perception of the public about who you are, that's your brand. It's just the same like a business brand. Your business brand is beyond your UVP, your BMC, whatever position you think you have. It is what the users, the customers, the audience think you represent. So if the audience think you are a scam, you are a scam. If the audience think you are legit, you are legit. If the audience think you are worth going for, then you are worth going for. And if they think otherwise, better believe that is actually what your brand is. Because perception is golden, it's very golden, it's very expensive. All right. And what personal branding is going to help you do is to build that public perception of you as not just high esteemed, but worth working for. And that's why we keep screaming, oh, build your personal branding. If you want to get a job, we are doing it. You understand? Sorry, let me just give this a title via global personal branding masterclass. So it's going to be very, very practical. All right. Now, with that foundation, begin to think about yourself now. Do people actually know you for what you want them to know you for already? You can answer that in your mind. Yes, no. So, for example, you want people to know you as HR professional. Is that what they know you for? Or do they know you as a forex trader? No. Do they know you as a football lover? Somebody who always gives comment on football. So that's football commentary. All right. Is that what they know you for? Or do they know you as a graphic designer? You might think, I am a social media manager, so people already know me as a social media manager. Whereas people actually know you as a marketer, or maybe they even know you as a relationship expert. I've observed some of Twitter posts, LinkedIn posts, and I just like, please, you are confusing us, because when I go through your LinkedIn, I'm seeing you as a customer service person. Before I move a little bit, I'm seeing your wig, you are selling wig. Before I move a little bit, I'm seeing the party you attended with. You know, that's a lot of confusion for somebody who wants to know you for one thing. You understand? So that's why personal branding is deep and it's not hard to achieve, because you can actually, mold people's perception about you. You can control it by being practical about this class we want to have now. By implementing all of these lessons we are going to have today, you can actually you can model your brand, you can build your personal brand, and that is what people will know you for, and they will respect you for it. They will give you job to work for them because you have built that personal branding. So the first thing you want to look at is having clarity of yourself first. People cannot know you for what you want them to know you for if you yourself have not even discovered what you're known for. All right. So, for example, very early in my career, I've decided to stand for marketing. And that's why no matter what I discuss, no matter what you see me do, it's still going to be talking about marketing, product marketing, digital marketing, marketing a product, marketing a brand, building a startup, marketing. So even if I talk about sales, how you can make sales in your product, I will still find a way to connect it with marketing. Even if I'm going to teach you anything that is not market, I will still find a way to teach you to stick to your mind that this guy is actually a marketing professional. You understand? And that's why if you also go on my LinkedIn, there's no way you will not see marketing, because that's what I actually want to be stuck to people's mind about me, right? So that's why I've seen Web 2 to Web 3 product market manager, GTM, messaging, growth strategist, helping tech products, scale and stick. Of course, what I'm building as well. Now, when you go to the above section, is marketing. When you go to the skills, is marketing. The content I talk about is marketing. All right. Marketing used to be a one-way thing. We thought, it's marketing because I want it to be stuck. I want it to be in your dream and see. Or for example, this is the common example. In a boardroom about they are submitting and apply for a job. Now they are deciding who they choose. You guys have similar CVs. I've reviewed a lot of CV, and I'm still going to review your CV today as well, right? And from the CVs, most CVs are very similar. Now, you as HR, CV is not going to be your only measurements, your only criteria. You want more, you want more, you want more from them. And some of those more you want from them will include seeing their personal brand. All right. And if your personal brand does not stand, even though your CV is great, you might not eventually be the winner for that particular job. Job is competitive, the same way business is competitive. And another thing you should take away from this meeting is take your career as a business. Do your competitive research. So for your own personal brand, what will be your competitive research is going to be looking at people in your industry. So for example, I am a product marketer, right? So I'm going to look at product marketing. This is LinkedIn anyway, manager. So now what am I doing? I'm doing competitive research, but not for a business, but for my own career, because you need to take your career as a business. All right. So I will go to people, not job, not courses, not schools, not but people, because I want to see people who are actually who I am as well. All right. For my own yardstick, I could pitch based on their years of experience, because I have 12, so I cannot be using somebody who has 5 as my own yardstick. You understand? But for the purpose of this class, let's just pick anyone, right? So let's say, for example, Dr. Emmanuel. You could tell from their profile how many years of experience they have. Very, very. Just scroll down to their experience. All right, this person might not probably have any experience. It's okay. This person is an intern, so maybe a few months of experience. So this is not what I want to model, because this profile is not even optimized to start with. All right, so I will go again. I'll keep checking till I find who I actually want. You understand? In fact, it's very easy. Just set the company you want them to. For example, if I want product marketing manager in Google or Microsoft, okay, can add a company here, then show results. So that way you have people who are actually in your standards. So for example, Akinroda has MBA, I have MBA, right? So you can compare, oh, this person that is working with Google, what awards has he gone through in his life? Where is this coding? So you can see it's Washington. Okay, what skills has he acquired? These are the things you are looking for in your no when you do competitive research for business normally, you want to look at what is working for them, what's their strengths. We call it SWOT, SWOT analysis. You want to look at what's their strengths, okay? So in your own personal branding research, you're looking at this person you admire and you want to tailor your own profile, your own personal brand too, right? You're looking at what courses have they taken, what experiences have they gathered. Right? This person started from being a product manager. Of course, most cases becoming a product marketing manager will need you to learn product management, even project management. All right. So look at what this person knows. This person started as a sales associate 2012. That's how many years ago now? More than 10, obviously. All right. So you can see education, you can see skills. So if there's any skill you find here and is missing on your own, that is a skill gap, and that needs to be filled. I don't want to know how you want to fill it, whether you want to go and pay for courses, whether you want to go and consume courses on YouTube. Is not the route, the path you are using is not really my concern. You understand? Just make sure you are filling those gaps. Whether you are consuming free lessons on YouTube, you are paying LinkedIn Learning for training, just go and fill those gaps. All right. Now, you can imagine this person actually did veterinary medicine, but you see that it's not even relevant in his career. This is his own career from beginning to the end. It's not, there's no place he has ever even worked as a salesperson. Okay, maybe here where he was leading livestock business, maybe. All right. Now let's look at skills. Open or show us skills. So there's email strategy, messaging development, growth strategies, email marketing, teamwork. You can see project management, account management, customer retention, accounting. This was even from LinkedIn. Strategic. So any skill gap you find in that profile, and don't use just one, because you can't use just one even in your business competitive research. You use like 4 5 so that you can have a very strong comparison when you are done. All right. Now you will now go to your own profile. You go to your own profile and see your skill gaps. What is missing? What is missing in your own skill gaps? For example, oh, is there email strategy? Then you go and take the course on email strategy. You understand? Oh, is there something on finance? Oh, is there something on social media? You know, whatever it is that is missing, and you've discovered that, oh, this thing is actually missing, then you go and fill it up. You go and fill it up. You understand? It's business is not easy, you know. Then the same thing, personal branding is not easy. I'm sure you are not ready for sugarcoating. It's not easy. It's something you have to be awake sometimes, 1 a.m. building yourself, working on your brand, or your personal brand in this case, not business. And in fact, you can even apply this knowledge to your business. So if you have a business you are running. All right. Now let's go to the lesson note. Once you have achieved clarity, you will be unstoppable as long as personal branding is concerned. So how do you achieve clarity? The first thing is, why do you actually do what you do? Why do you do what you do? For example, you are a customer service representative. Why? Why are you in customer service? There could be a lot of reasons for your why. All right. There could be, for example, let me just scroll down. So your own why could be, oh, financial freedom. And you could have more than one why. All right. Financial freedom. Maybe you say, oh, I'm tired of being broke. Let me go and let me enter this career. Then you focus on it for years. You do it. Your own could be career upgrade. So, for example, you have been a salesperson before. Now you say, oh, okay, let me use my own example, right? I'm currently undergoing career upgrade. I don't know if you noticed that on my profile. It is very obvious, right? Because for a decade, I've been working in Web 2. In fact, this is it. So now I'm trying to make a switch to Web 3. It is not easy, but before you know it, few months now, people will know me. This is a Web 3 marketing, Web 3 product marketing manager. they will know, because I will keep being in their faces, dropping content around Web3, what I'm working on, my case studies, right? And my portfolio as well. So see me as you right now. If you're just starting your career, we are both just starting right now, because I'm also doing this from the scratch. I'm doing Web3 from the scratch. You understand? So for example, if you there's a portfolio I'm trying to also work on. I'm not sure if it's here. So VA Global, it's not even done yet. Consider it's still in the it's still on the Varsel. It's still on the Varsel. So look at it. And my pictures are not here yet. So just like you now, I'm also building this Web3 marketing manager career from scratch. So I'm doing what you should be doing now, right? Go and build your portfolio. So start working on cases. Now I've compiled a list of Web3 projects with OpenSea that will be going to check what they have done. You know, do all of this. This is it. It's not easy, to be honest, but it's hard work and you have to do it. I think the only difference between you and I will be that you are focused, you're probably focused on, let me get job now, but me, whether I get job now or not, I see gallant, right? But I'm still going to build it as well. But yours might be, oh, you want to get job now because, of course, you need that stream of income, you need that money. You understand? That's the only difference between you and I as far as Web3 is concerned right now, right? Now, after you've achieved, why are you doing what you are doing? Whether it's career upgrade, financial, or even other streams of income. It surprises you there are people who actually use career as side hustle. Their main job, their main work could be academics. You know, they could be professors, but they are still marketers, or they are still, doing career too. It's side hustle for them. Some are good business owners, but they are still using career as side hustles. Career is not until you go to office. You understand? You can work from home. You can freelance. You can collect gigs, work for people. You understand? So some people are using all of these things for side hustle. Why some of us are using it as full hustle, focused on it. So whatever it is that is driving you, that is your purpose for doing it, make sure it's very, very clear. Now, once that is done, the second thing you want to achieve is your positioning. Because there are other customer service, in fact, let me use the one that is even common. If you are a virtual assistant right now, or you are just learning virtual assistance, you are going to be competing with millions of pools of talent. I kid you not. There are a lot of people who have been trained VA from different academies. From VA Global alone, we have trained not less than, let me just say, 200, not less than 200. Now imagine, it's just the same way as we have universities graduates, about 10,000 from different schools every year. So the world is choked with competitors. How do you stand out? Right now, there's this thing you have been saying then, oh, first class doesn't matter. No, no, no. Now we know that first class matters, because companies are looking at how can they even streamline candidates. Okay, once they've seen your CV, they've seen your skills, they might even check your first class thing. So make sure whatever you do, stand out. Whether it's school, stand out. Career, stand out. Don't say, oh, first class, no matter. I'm not going to even use my CV to shop. That's not what you should be focusing on. I did chemistry in school. I've not for once used chemistry, but that should not be your focus. Graduate way. That's for students, right? Because this meeting is for students, freelancers, career professionals, and business owners. You understand? That's why I said that. Now, what is your positioning? Your positioning is, why are you unique? Because there are a lot of graduates every year. There are a lot of career professionals, a lot of virtual assistants, a lot of HRs who have been trained. Some of them are even learned more than what you have learned. They've learned a lot. So why should you stand out? Why should companies go for you and not them? That is your position. You have to figure it out. Nobody will figure this out for you. You have to figure out, why am I so good at what I do? It could be consistency. It could be because you do it a lot. It could be because you are very good at it. It could be because you find a better way of doing it. There must be something that makes you different from others. Now, once you have achieved your position, which is very, very important, then you go to why. What do you stand for? Why you? That will be your honesty, the way you attend to projects. There's something I used to tell our interns, right? How you do one thing is how you do everything. Your core value has to be so strong as far as service is concerned. People need to know you for excellence. This person, not a joke with his work. Oh. Don't even play with him. That respect will be there. Honesty. This one, once you say is 11, it's 11. Once you say is 10, it's 10. This person not a joke with his word. And they will know all of these things from the content you are sharing, because we are in social media, right? At least this is web 2. All of us are in social media, and we can read content from each other. I can see content from Kola if he posts. I can see from Korede, and all of us can share data and all, right? And whatever you share with me, I will remember it. Even if I forget because of attention span in web 2, right? I could still see more of your content later. And the more I see, I see today, maybe before algorithm bring it my way, maybe 2 days after, but I'll still see it. Especially if I now click on follow, if I follow you, and before I can click on follow you, that means I've seen a lot of valuable content from you. Then I will follow you. So once I follow you, algorithm will at least bring your content my way once in 24 hours, at least. So the more I see your content, oh wow, really, I could start engaging you. So even if I'm not in a position to hire you, better believe if I hear somebody is hiring for that role, I will remember you. Why? Because you have been in my face. I know what you do. I know what you are good at. You are a writer. This is how referral works. This is how recommendations work. This is how it was, guys. And this is how HR used to, judge people once they've seen that, oh, your CV is the same, your portfolio may be the same. Then they will go and look for your personal brand and look at what stood you out. What are you so good at? You understand? Now, your core value must be so strong. Once you have achieved that, who are you building this brand for? Is it fintech? Are you trying to target fintech? You cannot be for everybody. You understand? So in your case studies, in your project, let's say for example, you are taking a VA course, for example, right? And in VA, there are different aspects. It could later be a social media manager VA, administrative VA. It could later be marketing VA. In fact, it could later be PA, EA is executive assistant. It could PA is personal assistant. It could later be a lot of things in this industry, right? I'm using this as an example. Now, who do you want to do PA for? If PA is what you want to focus on, is it CEOs? Is it celebrities? It starts showing your project so that people will know you for that one area. You can start broad, is allowed, before you now niche down, or you can start by niching down, whichever one works for you. All right. I'm not the one that will say, oh, don't start broad. You can start broad. When you start broad, you explore different options. Then you can know what you are so good at. Then you now streamline, which is called niching down. All right. But whether you are niching down from the start or you are starting broad, know your target audience. Know your target audience. Know who you are speaking to with your brand. Know who you want to work for from start. You understand? Now, once that is done, this is the clarity phase of your personal branding. That is the clarity phase of your personal branding. Now, once you've done all of this, you can start applying for a job. Don't wait till your personal branding is 100%. In fact, it can never be 100% because it is a continuous thing. It's a lifetime thing. You understand? As far as you are still breathing, you are still alive, you are still ready to do it, it continues. Start applying for jobs. Start challenging yourself. Start going through different job descriptions. Companies are posting job descriptions. See things you could talk about from job description. For example, a company is saying, let me use HR for example, right? So let's say, for example, a company is hiring for HR, a senior HR associate, for example. This is a job description. So look at it. We need somebody who is good with record keeping, HR administration. You could make this a content on your LinkedIn or your Twitter, share across board. You could do video, short video. So I think one thing personal brand people don't really do is videos, because maybe they think it's only for business owners, because they forget that their brand is also a business. You are a business. You understand? You are what's the business? Let's start from there. A business is not somebody that renders service and sell products. Yes, you understand. So you have to take and treat your brand as well like that. So for example, I found this HR administration, then you go and discuss it. You can do case study on it. You understand? You can do case study, you can use Excel sheets, you can use Notion, do something on it and show it to the world. This is me doing HR administration and record keeping. Then you go to recruitment and onboarding support. Meet SMEs, small businesses, and ask them, oh, This is for HR, right? Do you need talent? I can hire for you. Don't worry, don't pay me. Don't pay me. All right. I will hire the best talent for you. Don't worry. Just there are some of your people who are in businesses who need maybe social media manager, writer, hire for them. Then once you hire for them, put it on your write about it. Right. In fact, even if you're not hiring for a real business like SMEs, right? You can come up with hypothetical businesses. Oh, Shegun and Co. business. Hiring for them, do the interview, set the interview questions. All of these things you need to do in a typical recruitment. Do it, but this time not a real, but it's what hypothetical. It works. It counts as your project. It counts. You understand? They are called case studies. Now, employee relations and support. So all of these things, try and go through them. What are the things you can write about? Oh, difficulties are usually faced as HR as far as employee relations is concerned. Write about that one. So that when it is not time for you to apply for a job and any HR or any recruitment body is looking at your LinkedIn, they've seen things you talk about, they've seen your knowledge of compliance, knowledge of performance management, they know that you are the best talent for the role. You understand? They go through your CV, they've seen all of these things. It's very hard in fact, they will feel like it's a loss for them if they don't hire you. The same way your business, you want to make your business such that anybody who do not go for your business, you want them to feel like they are losing. This pain, like, Jesus, when will I get money to buy this bag? And the moment bag and money enter your hand, this bag is what you are going for ASAP. That's how businesses used to market their products, right? To make their audience feel like you either go for it now or you miss out tomorrow. All right. The same way is how your brand should be. Make it look like if the company you apply for no hire you is their loss. And when you have built your personal brand to that stage, even if you receive love letter, like unfortunately we could not hire you right now based on the fact that we have gone for other candidates, blah blah blah. I know that letter because I've received it a lot of time. So once you've come to that stage, even when you receive such, unfortunately, you could just smile because you know that that's their loss. You are bidding on yourself. You understand? You are a work in progress. You are getting there, and eventually you will eventually arrive at the company that actually deserves you. Now, another thing is authentic storytelling. Don't see LinkedIn is full of hype. Don't discourage about people telling nonsense stories on. There are some of them that are authentic anyway. But how do we know? We can't know. There are people who lie. Oh, I'm happy to announce that I've now gone to UK. Whereas it's just a picture that they attach from their bedroom to an aeroplane. People lie about a lot of things, but that's not who you want to build your brand. That's not you. Remember your core value. So from your core values, what will be directing you in everything. Tell your stories. If you shop query at work, let's say you're already working. So most of us, let me just say all of us. I know some people are very gentle. They don't fall at penalty. They've never received query. But me, query is normal. Query is normal for me. You understand? When I used to work, now I don't work for any company again. But when you receive query, for example, write about it. Today I was corrected on. Tell them about that thing, the mistake you made. Maybe you went late, or maybe you did not submit something. It's not a bad thing, all right? It can make a beautiful story out of your error. It shows you are growing. It shows you are taking correction. Everything you share will not always be the beauty ones. Today I've won. Today I've won. Today I'm successful. Today it cannot always be your sweet stories. It makes you look like you are lying or you are robotic. Everything cannot. You are a woman. You understand? So there's sometimes you face struggles. So for example, if my team and I are working on a roadmap and we are facing challenges, I could tweet about it. Today we are trying to achieve this thing, but it's not going our way. But thankfully, we're able to find the documents that helped us. That's growth. It shows that you are very legit. You understand? And now that you're just starting, is a good place to start, good foundation for you. Share how you are starting. Oh, today I've just been to VA Global customer service class. I could tell you for a fact, this is a good lesson. I've learned customer relationship. I've learned how to use Zolodex. And then you don't just tell them, you show them. Let me write it down, right? You don't just tell them, Don't just tell, show them. So if, for example, you say, oh, you have learned about how to use Zolodex, it won't take you 2 minutes to do screen recording of the Zolodex you've used and add it to your portfolio. These things, they are actually little, but they are not easy to do. That's why people don't do them. So for example, you could take recording. Oh, this is me using. You can even add your voice with CapCut. So today I attended VA Global Zodex class. Zodex is a ticketing platform. Today I was taught how to use it. Azubuke is there. I saw your submission on Notion. So for example, now that work you did on Notion, you could do a voice note with it. So we were given these client tasks, about 12 tasks to manage with Notion and Asana. And this is me managing it with Asana. So what I did before, I did the due date, I set the tags and the what was the name? Dependencies of the tags. So put your voice, all right, and push it out there. LinkedIn, Twitter, your portfolio too. And if you don't know what to do with your portfolio for now, it's okay. It's okay. Understand? You don't need to go and buy domain name right now. Just open your Google Drive and start saving your work on Google folder. That's a portfolio. That's a portfolio. At least they will see your video there. They will see everything there. So later, when you now know how to use, let's say, a website like Wix. So Wix is a website builder, right? So this, and you can use the free version. Let's see. So when you now use Wix, you can now be putting all of those things you saved on your Google Drive. You can now be saving them here on Wix, or just go online and find uh free free portfolio builder. You will see a lot of this. Is just an example. You see a lot, you understand, and you could use them to build your own brand, like easy. But you have to start putting them together from now on the Google Drive folder so that you will not forget them. Because one thing about career is that we usually forget things we have done. What have you done? You just forget because you keep moving on. But if you have been tracking them, whether with your Excel sheet, you are tracking your wins, tracking your lose, your losses, you are tracking your everything you are doing, you are tracking them. It's easy for you to build a portfolio with it. You understand? It'll be very easy for you to build a portfolio. For example, when you go to, this is not even done, right? You can see that it's a parcel. When you go to projects, you see my project here. When I was, this is when I'm with you guys now at VA Global. So I've taken VA Global across different countries right now. So for example, when I was with VT Pass, the things I achieved, you are going to see them here. When I was with Guinness Nigeria, things I achieved and so on. So you need to track your record. I have a folder on my personal Google account that I called Tosin's folder, Tosin's portfolio. Everything I learned, certificate I received, I'm adding everything. Several years ago, I'm adding everything because I know that one day I might eventually need these things. In fact, it's not even one day. I've used them before. To apply for any school, you need it. To apply for UK talent visa, you will need it. To, in fact, for promotion at all, you will need it. So why not track your progress? What things you are learning, courses you are taking, whether paid for or not paid for, it counts as as part of your portfolio on your CV too. That's to show. I've taken a course in ABCD. Show it. You understand? Show it. Right now, one thing you want to also do with storytelling is that you want to show the behind the scenes. Like I said, show the behind the scenes, not just the final work. Not just, oh, this is me, I have built this. Okay, fine. How did you do it? Show us. That's what will actually impress your followers, your audience, your fans, the company that will love you for what you do. Show them. And as you are showing them, you will see expert online that will correct you. Don't be annoyed. Take correction. You cannot know it all. You understand? Take correction. Thank them. I'm really happy. Okay, I will go and correct it. So once I'm done correcting it, can I come and share with you for you to help me review? They will say yes, I will gladly review. You thank them again. You go and do it. You show them. They correct. You do it again. That's how you do it. You understand? And the more you show things you are working on, your wins, your certifications, all of these things form your credibility, which we call social proof. It shows your credibility, it gives you credibility that, oh, Azubuike can do what he said he can do. You understand? Oh, Tosin can do what he said he can do. It's not I can. It's not a word of mouth. He has result. He has something to show for it. This could be screenshots, video recording, metrics, insights, whatever it is in your niche. And I receive this question a lot as a customer service person. How do you show all of these things? Because your own is different at work. You call customer. It's like you now record the phone. No. That's not how you do your own. In fact, CS is even filter because you could take a screenshot of you chatting with a customer, hide everything, and just show the two. Oh, this is me chatting with a customer using our ticketing platform in our company. You blow everything. It's understandable. Nobody will allow you to show customers feedback or customer interaction on social media. No company will allow you to do that. So why not just blow it and add it? This is me. It's easy, it's not easy. And there's a lot of distractions online. Football will soon start August now. Football lovers, some of us will be watching ball, might not be consistent again. And that's the problem. Consistency. Consistency. As at what was time? I think as at 1 a.m. yesterday, I was still taking courses around forex trading. I was still learning how to do forex. Then 2 a.m. Chelsea match started. I dropped forex. I went to go and watch Chelsea match. I watched Chelsea match from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. So you see how I'm using myself as an example. Me too, I'm not left out. But doesn't mean that I will not work today. I'll work today. Right? I work today, I'll work tomorrow. To make up time, you can still be doing things you love to do. You love football, fine. But make up time to still learn, to still grow, to be consistent with what you do. Nobody says you should not have fun. Nobody says you should not watch football. Nobody says you should not love football. You understand? Do what you are doing, but still be consistent with because you have a purpose. You know why you are doing what you do. Something is driving you. And for some of us, there are different reasons why we are doing what we are. What is the energy driving you? You have to be clear with your purpose. And that's what will now keep you consistent. So your LinkedIn is for your professional brand, your Twitter as well. You have to be consistent. Engagement. Engagement is not even your focus right now. You understand? Although you could get engagement if you are also very engaging online, but I don't think I have the time to be engaging people online. But if you have the time, engage. The act to get engagement on social media is engage 9 times, post 1. For example, if you are posting 3 times, that means you're engaging about 27 content users. That's how they will also be engaging you back to later. But I don't have that time. You understand? So just keep showing up. Don't worry. Engagement is not what anybody will look at when they want to rate your personal brand. It's not engagement. You understand? Don't say, I'm not getting engagement, I'm tired. I don't know, this personal branding thing is not for me. Me, I'm shy. Okay. You understand? Don't argue with them. Don't want to give that excuse. Okay. So is it me that want to come and do it for you? And personal branding is personal. It's not you're not toasting. You cannot be toasting Ayodeji tomorrow. Even if I marry you, you're not going to be toasting Ayodeji. Even if I born my son now, you cannot. Except if I put toasting Junior, toasting Ayodeji is toasting Ayodeji. So there are other people who are bent towards ideology. So what standing out is not my personal brand. It's not going to be your own. So you do your own yourself, I do my own myself. You understand? What's the name of this guy that owns Twitter? Elon Musk. Is he all about his personal branding? Recently he's trying to do what's the name? Crisis management with Trump. You see how he's going about it? Personal, it's all of this is personal branding, reputation management, crisis management, positioning, messaging. He's the richest man in the world, but you can still see how he's so crazy about his personal brand. Fighting for positions, trying to manage crisis with the president of the United States. Hey, see, this is something we need to take serious. All right, let's take it serious. Don't say, I'm shy. I cannot do video, though. I cannot post content, though. I cannot share what I'm learning. Though. My life is so private. I don't want to open LinkedIn account. Oh, LinkedIn has banned me. I'm tired. I'm not doing anything again. LinkedIn ban you. Why not use Twitter? Why not open your YouTube channel? Why not start doing videos? Why not go to TikTok and use TikTok? Who say you have to be on LinkedIn before you do personal branding? Okay, LinkedIn has banned you twice now. Then you are tired. You are done with it. No, that's not how to do it. You cannot just give up. If you give up on your business because Instagram ban your business account, for example, you will say, I'm not doing business again, or it's that all of us have failed this thing before now. There are accounts that we have built for years, and one day the owner of the platform will just ban us out. Will you cry? Or if you're emotional, you can cry about it, but don't need to cry. Move on. Your business must move on. The same thing, your personal brand must continue. I'm saying it because we have received a lot of complaints from our students who say LinkedIn is banning their accounts. LinkedIn is enough of LinkedIn. We are just renting their space to build on it. So it's okay. If they ban you, that's fine. Just go and figure something out. Don't have to use LinkedIn. It's not a must. You understand? And if eventually you're able to create an account, don't worry that you are creating from scratch again. It's okay. Start from scratch. It's not even your number of followers. They want, see, I'm not sure this one has moved from 196 since how many years. It's not your number of followers they want to check at all. It's not. You understand? And there are messages that I've gotten. People say, I want to work with you. Did they check number of followers? I don't think so. Did they check if I'm using LinkedIn Premium? I don't think so. I'm thinking they check my skills and what I can offer them, because people are selfish. People are always after what you can offer them. That's how it is. If they see that you cannot offer them anything, you better believe they will not go for you. All right. Now, another thing you want to really pay attention to is your job application documents. All right. So that will take us to looking at how you should build your CV, how your CV should be. All right. How your CV should be. If you have a strong LinkedIn profile, you could download your profile and start from there. Start your CV from there. But if your LinkedIn is not strong, you can build your CV from scratch. All right, now let's go into CV building. Before we go, do you have any question on personal branding? Any question? Any challenges you want us to discuss? As far as personal branding is concerned, do you have any worries? Any challenge? It's a safe space, don't worry. It's a safe space. Any worry, any challenges, you can raise your hand, I will give you the mic. Is there anything bothering you about your personal brand that is discouraging you? Okay, no, no worries, right? We are good to go. If we are good to go, just give me thumbs up so that we can go into CV review. Okay. Now, why should we care about your CV? Why should we care about your CV? I don't know if you have worked as a salesperson before, right? You go with the company's car, and you go with the company's car, and you went to a company that you had booked appointments with. All right. And eventually they allowed you into their boardroom. You present something on their board called a pitch. Now, this pitch can determine whether this company will hire you or not. Because that pitch, you are trying to sell yourself to the company, and you're trying to let this company see how relatable you are to their project. That's a pitch, right? And once you go to the boardroom, what matters in the boardroom is not how of course, sometimes how eloquent and bright and brilliant you are matters. But what really matters in that boardroom is that document. They will be seeing it as well. So if your pitch, or what we call a deck, is not compelling, is not convincing, you have lost that sale. They will tell you they will get back to you, but you never receive a call. I'm talking from experience. All right. Now, see your CV and all of your job documents as a pitch deck, as a slide you are presenting to because in this job area, in the other example, you will be there, you will be the one presenting it to them. But in this one, you just submit it and hope it works, and fire it up with prayer. Now, so what do you do with those documents to make sure that even while you're not in the boardroom with them, while they are looking at your CV, and some of these CVs are are being screened by ATS, all right, applicant tracking systems, not UMA. See this as an automated machine that goes through your CV at a glance, picking certain keywords that are related to the job description keywords that align with the right candidate they want. So this machine screens it and automatically sends you rejection emails automatically. How do you bypass all of these different things in your job document? That's what we want to look at now. Now let's start from how do you build your CV? I know you already have your CV, and I'm just got time will not allow us to be sharing our CV one after the other. So I'm just going to find a CV template. Oh, hold on, let me find my own CV so that I'll just use that as example, right? So let me see if I have CV here. Now, like I said, your CV has to do one thing, be compelling. Not just your CV now, all of your no, let me search from here. Job documents, and I'm talking about your cover letter, your CV, all right, and your portfolio. The three, they are your pitch deck. They are things you are presenting to company to say, see, I am the best candidate for your role. You understand? See, can you see this the other Google account I'm sharing? Can somebody unmute and say yes, we can, so that I will know? I'm sharing a different Google account now.
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. So I don't know which one is okay. This is June 16. This should be more updated. So let me open that one. It's opening. All right. So this this is not really for job, although, but it's something that I can say use to teach you. Now, the first thing you are seeing here is, of course, my name. That's not, of course, is it your name that will make them give you job? No. Because from that explanation I give now, you begin to know what will make them want to give the job, because your CV is a pitch deck. Remember, it's something that you've written that is going to compel them to say, if we don't give this guy this job, now our law. So you understand? So after you've written your name here, the next thing is going to be your contact information. I'm talking about your portfolio, your handle, your address, your country. Everything has to be here. Now, this is not how your own will be, anyways. This is for yeah, but I know you get what I'm saying, right? But for your own, after your name, you're going to have your contact address here, and you're going to give them space so that when ATS screen this, it's not going to be confused. You understand? If you match them together a lot too much, you might not see it, you might not see some keywords in your CV. So you want to space them and use the right fonts. Use good fonts. Don't use fashion related fonts. Use document related fonts. All right. And of course, your summary has to be it has to summarize all of your years of experience, such that if I don't have the time to read all of your 3 pages, for example, right? This is no, I said this is not really for you. That's why you are seeing articles and publications here, right? So if I don't have the time to screen through all of your CVs, if I read just this summary, I should be able to say, oh, this is actually good. So after you've written your name, very bold, all right, very bold, then you've written the job role, and there's a template I will share with you. I have a CV template I'm going to share with you, right? Now, after you've written all of these colors, then your summary is the next thing, except if this is an academic CV. Even if it's an academic CV, you need to have your academic summary. Understand? But in this case, this is career summary. So have your career summary here. Then after this career summary, why am I not having education here? Is because my education is chemistry. And for somebody who is HR, I'm trying to sell myself to them. Remember, it's a pitch deck. I'm trying to present myself to them. Will my education be part of the important things that will consider me for this role? Maybe, maybe not. If I put my digital marketing bachelor in science, something like that, fine. But bachelor in chemistry, no, it will not. You understand? So that's why my skills and expertise is what you will have next for your job CV. So once you have your skills and expertise, put enough skills, especially the ones that are keywords on the job description. So job descriptions are usually released online for every job. Just look at what they are looking for. Go online and say, find keyword for this role. So let's say, for example, on Twitter, the job did not list all the job descriptions, okay? But they list the job title. Oh, social media management at ABCZ company. Social media management is job role. Copy that social media and go on Google. Type provide job description, or you go on your AI, ChatGPT, or whatever AI you use, or Google. Just type job description for page 0, job description for marketing, job description for this. From the JD, you see certain checklists, certain keywords that you will now use. You look at them. See, remember your core value, honesty. Look at this job description very well with integrity. The skills that you know that they have there and you have, add them to your CV. The skills they have there that you do not have, go and learn them. And that's where it started from, right? I don't want to care where you learn them, whether from VA Global, from wherever. Just go and learn them. Go on YouTube, go and learn. Like I said, I'm currently learning forex trading. I didn't pay anybody. I went to YouTube to go and learn it because I don't care about the certificate. I don't care about mentorship for now. I just want to learn the basics for now. So I'm learning from YouTube. So if that's where you can start learning from, fine. Learn. Just go and close that skill gap. Close the skill gap. You understand? And once you have closed the skill gap, then you update your CV. So your CV is not something you do once and you are done. That's why you saw one March. This one is June 16th. You understand? You don't do your CV once and say, I'm done with my CV. No, you need to update it as you are closing each skill gap. Oh, today you have learned VA. Tomorrow you have learned SMM. Today you have learned email management. You have learned this. Close them. You understand? Close the skill gap. Don't be somebody who is not growing. Don't be stagnant in your career. Don't be stagnant. The same knowledge you think you have 10 years ago is not the same knowledge that is working right now. Why not upskill yourself? Why not learn? You understand? So now, then your experience. Now, for example, if you don't have experience, like you've not built your personal business, you've not worked for any business, it's okay. Even though you have not worked for your personal business or you've not worked for any company, it's okay, right? But you have worked on personal projects, you have worked on case studies, you have done assignments, you have things you've done that are related to your career. Write them here. You can title your work experience, then here, internship or training at where you are learning. Or no, even if it's not, even if it's not a school like VA Global that you are learning from, fine. Just put that thing you've learned here. Uh, Google management course, Google. Then what do you learn under it? Put them here. What did you do under them? Put them here. So some of us are thinking, oh, work experience must be work experience. What if you don't have any work experience? You don't have a CV. No, you need to have a CV. Because you don't have a work experience does not mean you don't have a CV. Put things you have worked on. There are things you have done that people even who have a work experience have not done. I mean, there are people who are working for companies now, but they are still using outdated tools. They don't even know what is Notion. They've never used Asana before in their company. But you have used Asana, you have used Notion, you've done Figma, you've done this, you've done that, but not for an actual company. Put them on your CV. And be clear about it. This is not for actual company, but I've worked on. I've done. Put them. Okay. I can't see the meeting from my Google account, but if you can see here, just say I'm following. Just say I'm following so that I'll know you are still here.
I'm following.
Following.
Thank you.
I'm
Now,
following.
Thank you so much. So if you have all the experience, just put them. Let me just scroll through this through the experiences. So if you have all the experience, put the experience. Now, another thing I would love to say here is in your work experience, don't just say, I introduced 12 new career oriented courses, full stop. Whatever it is you are saying must related to the results that it brought. Okay, let's say for example, you are HR and you say, oh, I introduced a new HRIS for managing employees information with Zoho people. That's what you did. That's your responsibility. And you did it. It's not a lie. You've done it right. Fine. What that thing you did, what does it result into? Or what does it bring about? What impact does it have in your company? Then you now say, oh, resulting in or bringing about, what's the impact? You tell us, oh, I manage my clients' tax using Asana. Fine. What's the result? Ensuring that my clients' deadlines are met. You understand? So for every action, there's going to be a result for it. Don't just come on your CV and put action. I did this. I was able to do this. What is the result? So for example, you say, oh, you led a brand to 13 country expansion. Okay, what was the result? Increasing. What you understand? There must be something that is resulting into the same thing here. There must be something that is resulting. Is it bringing revenue growth? Is it bringing expansion? In fact, if you know the exact figures, I don't always advise this if you don't know them, right? Anyway, but if you know the exact figures, maybe in 10%, in 20%, you can know from your employees' performance review, monthly review, if you have worked for actual company. But if you've not worked for actual company, you cannot know. So don't go and lie about it. Just say it's not a must you have certain percentage. You can see that it's not here, but it's here. You understand? So if you're not sure about the actual percentage you work for in that company, it's okay. Just make sure you put this thing you have done and the results. You understand? Put what you have done and the results. So when I led growth marketing initiative at Short by N UK, what happened? There was 30% increase in customer engagement. It has to happen, something has to happen, you understand? So the same way, and if you don't have so much experience, it's okay. Just put the one you have. Don't go and lie. There's something called candidates screening, where we'll do deep research about you to confirm everything you put on your CV, if they are true or not. In case you don't know, you can contact the company you put on your CV. Is it true ABCD worked with VTPass? Is it true ABCD worked with Radar Tray? So another thing is their recommendation letter. You understand that, okay, oh, this person actually worked for this. Now, if you call Radar Tray now to say Tosin has marketing consultant on his CV that he worked for you in Lagos, Nigeria, and they said we don't even know who is Tosin. Number one, that has spoiled your honesty. That has spoiled your brand reputation. That has done a lot of damage to your brand, and that's not what you want to build for yourself. If you are saying it's blue, there are different shades of blue. Tell us, is it deep blue? Don't say, oh, it's just blue. Be true about whatever you are giving your job application documents. You understand? Now, once you are done with all of this, your certifications, you have to put certifications, courses you've taken, lessons you've done, whether you have whether it's paid for or not, you add them. You understand? You add them to your CV. The one I took from VA Global, the one I took for Scenario, the one I took from Maryland, put them. You understand? Now, the reason why I have a lot of these is because this CV is not for job, but for your own, you're not going to have these. You understand? You're going to have tools. By tools, I mean, what are those tools you can use for this brand? And you will know from the job description. I'm very serious, because in their job description, they will tell you the tools they are expecting you to know how to use. And if you have any skill gap, now you know what is a skill gap, right? A skill gap is different between the skill you have and the skill company actually demand for. That's what is called a skill gap. So when you realize any skill gap in what you have and what the company needs, you go and fill it up. And eventually, you don't need to have all of these skills. That's why we have what is called performance training and development in HR department. When you are hired, they begin to train you. So those skill gaps that you still have, they fill it up for you. They buy courses for you. They recommend courses for you. And in some companies, they take some part of your salary to buy courses for you. In my previous experiences, they just give you the courses for free. You understand? So whatever it is they've done, whether there's some staff of companies that have partnered with VA Global, they will come and learn from us. Their HR will pay us directly. So wherever one it is you are doing with your company, they will train you. But before you get the job, that's the first thing. You must get the job first, right? So upskill, fill up all those needed gaps. Fill up all those needed gaps, fill them up. The first time I heard about Google Console in my life, Google Console was in an interview. I went for this interview, and the HR and the boss, they were like, okay, you said you are good at SEO. What is Google Console? I was speechless. He taught me on the interview, okay, Google Console is. See, I said, oh, thank you so much. Now I know I need to go and learn about this. I took a course on it. I learned about it. By the time I got the job, he still bought SEO course for me on Yoast. You understand? So just make sure that you are being intentional about what you want to do. Don't lie to yourself. If there's something you don't have, make sure that you know that you don't have it, and go and upskill. You understand? Go and upskill. Go and upskill. You can upskill with VA Global. It's not a must, it's VA Global. I'm saying VA Global because I'm the owner of VA Global. I'm building it with all of you guys. So if there's any course, any name I will mention, it's still VA Global, right? If you don't have money to learn, go on YouTube. And if there's part payments at VA Global, I believe, yes. So start with part payments, learn, fill up your gaps. Fill up your gaps. And as you are learning, don't just learn and say, next. Are we learning next? Next? No, that's not it. You are taking a particular course. Take the best advantage from that course. Build your personal brand with that course. Learn everything that is needed to be learned about that course. Even if the curriculum covers 60%, go online and do your further research. Take courses from Coursera. Take from Udemy. Take from LinkedIn Learning. Take from here and there. Learn. And the more you learn, the more your income will increase. That's a known fact. You understand? The more you know, the more your value increase. And the more your value increases, the higher they will pay you for offering that value. You understand? So now, before we go, right, if your CV is not already like this, you know what to do now, right? You know what to do. Go and optimize it. From changing your responsibility to results, do that. Add your certificate, add your skills, add your tools, add your interests. Don't need to add reference. So, for example, now all reference available on request, right? So languages, I don't have to say I am good at French. No, I'm learning French. So that I'm not go for interview and they will say, bon you, blah. I'm not say, hey, mama. You understand? Because you don't want to do pass yourself. You understand? So whatever it is you don't know, don't add it to your CV. Don't say I'm good at something you're not good at. They can give you case studies, they can give you project to do during the interview. I've seen several examples. And if you fall yourself there, you have ruined your reputation. All right. Now, this is a pitch deck. That's one thing. Another thing is your cover letter. Your cover letter. So what's the cover letter? Imagine before digital marketing started, before we are on social media, the businesses that were then, right? Some of them are still like Coca-Cola and them, they are still in the world right now, right? How were they selling then? Let me tell you how they were selling. They will write a letter, all right? Bolu, I think you should mute yourself. Let me help you. They will write a letter. Thank you, Bolu. Now, once they've written this letter, what will be inside this letter is, oh, dear, whoever they are sending the letter to, dear Moses, I'm writing this letter because I have seen that you need A, B, C, D. Okay? And I can tell that these are the solution you need. They will not in the letter. See. Let me example of this that I'm talking about. Let me just hope we'll find some, right. Like 1990 something old ones. Let me see if I can find some here. So these are new ones. Let me see. Let me change the prompts to old swipe files alone. So this is one. Maybe I got this one. So look at this one. This is what I'm talking about. Trying to zoom in. So you can see this is what I'm talking about. This must have been a business. I'm trying to see if there's a year there. Like 1961 December. Perfect. So what they used to do then is they'll write this letter, they'll print it. No typewriter now. Some of us have seen old movies. Now they'll use the typewriter to type the letter. They will now send it over water or over post office, wherever they are doing their delivery. They will not send it. Then you, the buyer of the product, will get the letter, you'll read it, and you will still buy the product. How is it possible for you to receive a letter, read it, and still use your money to buy the product they are sending to you with letter? See this letter as newspaper. All right. See, for example, newspaper, right? You just saw newspaper on at the front of your door. You open it and you just bring your ATM and you go and buy the product. How? It's because what is inside the letter is not just word, it's emotionally connected to your needs. And that's what we call sales copy. So your cover letter is a sales file, is a sales copy that you are using to actually tell these companies, see, I know what you need. I know your need. I know what you want. You need a social media manager. Fine. Who has ABCD skills? Who can do ABCD for you? I know because I've done my research. These things will be on your cover letter. Let me see if I can see our cover letter samples here. Please hold on a minute. So now, this file, which we call swipe, I'm talking about the old ones, right? Swipe file, right? This swipe file will deliver to you. You will see the benefits of buying the product. Not once will you see the feature. Of course, they can later attach feature to it, but you will see the benefits. Let's look at the screenshot again. Look at this. So give me one evening and I will give you a push. That's a very strong claim, right? Yes, here at last is your chance to gain this power. You can see benefit. Try it entirely at my risk. All of these things are benefits. By the time you are done reading this, you will think they've used you on you. You will buy the product. I'm very, very serious. Even if you don't buy, by the time he's sending the second letter to you, you will buy. Why? Because what is inside the letter is emotionally connected to your needs. And that's how you want your sales copy and your cover letter to actually be. Right? Let me show you an example of what we have for VA. But let me see if they are here on this further cover letter templates. See this. Okay, so let's see this. I think it's the document. I'm not sure. Let's load. Okay, so this is one. Let me see if we have more. Cover letter template for VA job, VA global cover letter. Okay, let me open this. Okay, so we have two examples now. Okay, now look at this. Look at this one in red. Dear hiring manager, I am writing to apply for the social media manager position at your company. I am excited about this thing and bring that I have the skills and this is how all of your cover letters read. Though. This is how you write your cover letter, and this is very wrong. Because if you send this now through post office, for example, to somebody, and they are reading about it, they will just quit it and throw it into their trash because they feel like You don't even you not show that you understand this company. You not show that you know what they are hiring for. You not show that the skills you have can actually solve those problems they have. Then it's not a good example of cover letter. So let's look at this. I saw that you are looking to hire a new talent, okay, at your company. Okay. I know you are looking for. Now, this 9 shows that you've done your research about that role. You might think it doesn't matter, but this is how sales copies are done. Because when you send this swipe file, when you send this file, right? Sorry, swipe file is a combination of different sales copies. So when you send this sales copy, for example, to a company, and they read it, they will be shaking their head in affirmation. Okay, okay. Because yeah, I know you're hiring for someone with no, so you have digested the job description, even if the role, because there's some jobs online that will not have, especially if you are pitching to them, they will not have job description. So, but you need to go and find the job description of that role yourself, like I said earlier, right? Then use that job description to now input it here on this cover letter, because you are selling to them now. See yourself as a salesman. You are trying to let them buy you. You are the brand now, right? They want to buy, they want to purchase. Now, I know you are looking for someone with you add all of those points. For a company like yours, I understand a lot of people are going to be applying for this role. This Gmix. This Gmix. And it works. Even though you don't have to put this Gmix, right? Sometimes it could come as annoying, but it's just Gmix. You don't have to. I'm looking for slash. Okay, don't worry. You don't have to put this, but if you put it, there's no harm. All right. So, but I know you would love to go for someone that has proper understanding of. So what you are doing here now is that you are telling them, you are showing yourself as an authority in this role, whether it's customer service, whether it's virtual assistant, whether it's whether it's project management, whatever it is your skill is. This kind of character is a sales copy. You are selling yourself with it. So you are telling them, oh, I know you would love to go for someone that has proper understanding of management, community building, sales, marketing, email marketing. You put all of those things there. I look forward to hearing from you. And if eventually I do not get this role, so this one is also a G mix, all right? You're telling them you are not a hungry man. You're not like do or die with your role. If eventually if they don't hire you, you hope they hire someone who does not only have, you go back to their skills on the JD, because that's what they're looking for, right? The JD. You understand? The basic skills needed for that role on the JD, you try and list them here. I hope you hire someone who does not only have ABCD, but also have you now state some advanced skills that they don't even add on their JD, but they will need on that role. How will you know? It's research. You understand? Then best regards. You sign with your name. If you send this to 10 companies, better be sure you will get one job. I am super sure. Now, why does this one work? Let's go back to the old way of marketing. Right? There's a marketing principle that says that emotion sells. That's storytelling, right? It sells. Ordinary words. So, for example, you starting by telling them, oh, you know who they are hiring for, you know the role, you can even tell them the state of their brand. You have seen their social media engagement is not growing as it should be growing, or they are not making enough sales, but you can change that for them. The HR, whoever is reading your letter, will just be shaking his head in affirmation. That's a cover letter. A cover letter is not just, oh, hello, the hiring manager. My name is this. I saw that you're hiring for ABCD. I am interested. I have these skills. You can try me. Oh, no. If you show that way, then you are showing yourself as a do or die, hungry salesman. And you know what thing that happens in marketing? Let me tell you what that happens in marketing. You can write it down. The more obvious you look like you are forcing a sale, the lesser you will make the sale. I don't know if you grab that. Let me say, for example, you are working with Agza Magza, right? Or let me just use a company all of you will know. Let's say, for example, you are working with OP, and your workers marketer or pro marketer for OK is to increase number of downloads of their apps, right? If the way you're marketing the app is such that it's so needy, like it's like your life depends on it. If people don't download it, you lose your job or something. The lesser you will get results. You will not get results when you're appearing needy. The same way is rich people make more money because they don't appear needy. You know, the more people see you like this product will not really mean a lot to you, the more they will actually give you the money. It's logic, it's fact, it works. You can make your research, right? That's the same thing you are going to bring into your business as a business owner if you are here. The same thing you bring into your career, you understand? So don't appear so needy from the job, even though you, of course, we know you need the job, but don't appear so needy. So when you enter somebody's DM, for example, you want to pitch. I saw a tweet from Ade for yesterday where she was talking about pitching yourself. So let's say you want to pitch, for example, and you pitch to somebody and you're telling them, hello, my name is Didi. I saw that you need somebody who want to do ABC for you. I have the experience. Please give me the job. I beg you in the name of God. See, nobody will give you that job. Because number one, don't be begging. No, the fact that you are begging means that you don't have the confidence for the role. And that's number one red flag, right? I've received, I'm not lying, I'm being 100% true. I've received CVs from jobs we're hiring for. Somebody will say, please hire me, I beg you in the name of something, something, as a subject to the email they are sending. That kind of person is the first email I will delete because number one, I don't check your CV before I know that you're not qualified for that role. Even if you are qualified, you have to disqualify yourself by being begging. So what do you do on your cover letter? Don't say, hey, please hire me. No, no. Don't look beggy. Instead, show yourself as an authority. Let's write it down. Show yourself as what? As an authority in that field. So even if you want to use AI to draft your cover letter, so let's use AI for example. I'm going to use this, right? Let's use this now. I want to draft this. AI is there to make our life easier, right? So don't be taken back to use AI. You can use AI. In fact, you can even use AI for your CV. So this is the prompt you use for your cover letter, for example. Uh, I am 1 year, or I have. Let's say you have 6 months or 1 year, whatever experience you have. 1 year experience in virtual assistant. All right, and I want to be a job. I need a cover letter that shows me as an authority in this role. Show that you understand the JD and show that my experience aligns with the JD. Are you seeing it now? Show that, or you can say, let them know, or let them know not directly that I have advanced skills beyond what they have on their JD. Also, let them know that I can deliver the results they truly need, and I am the best candidates for this. Sorry, I'm just talking from my head. So make this for a start, 150 words for a start, right? Don't sound needy. Sound like an expert. Are you seeing it now? So, for example, you can see that beyond the standard expectations of a VA, you have shown that you have some other skills. Not just that, you have shown that your role requires someone, you've told them that you understand the role. I'm not sure I even added that as the prompt. Let them know that, okay, show that you understand the JD exactly. So look at it here. Your role requires someone who can take ownership, anticipate needs, and executive. Because showing this shows that you actually read the JD. You understand? And if you have done your research about the company, it can also help you with your prompt engineering, because from here you know more to add to the prompt from the research you've done about the company. You understand? So your cover letter is not something that you want to apply for VA Global. You use the cover letter you have. You want to apply for ABC, you use the same cover letter. You want to apply for no. That's lazy. In fact, you cannot use, for example, let's say you are a business owner. What you are using to post a caption for one content, it's not the same caption you use for. If you use the same caption twice in a day, people will say you are lazy because you're just using the same caption over and over again. The same way your brand, I'm not using the same cover letter across all boards, across one cover letter, one company. That's the rule. Especially if you're a VA Global student, please listen very well. One cover letter per one job application, so that cover letter will be streamlined. Thank God for AI. You don't need to be the one to write it yourself. Just edit. So, for example, this one now, I can just edit. Remove all these dashes. Remove all dashes. I don't like seeing dashes, right? Remove all dashes. I mean by dashes, I mean all of these long things, these lines. Remove all dashes. Make it sound more emotionally connected. So by this is woman. You understand? That's how we write. Human being. That's how we write. It's usually emotional. So and make it company companies needs focus. You understand? So it will give you something better now, right? Because it will remove all of those dashes. So you see having this, but you can now remove this by yourself. I think this is the only one is having now. You can remove this by yourself. Now, this is nice. So if I want to apply for VA Global now, I can come here and I explain what VA Global does, who they are, and tailor this to them. If I want to apply for any role now, this is where I'll be coming to, and I will be drafting my cover letter with Google documents. So that I will not have just one cover letter for one job. I'm having one cover letter that is directly focusing on that job description, the company, what they do, their needs, and everything about them. Don't forget, your cover letter is a sales letter. And remember, sales letter has to be very, very convincing, very, very compelling, not needy, not Ebi Pami, or sorry if you are not Yoruba. Ebi Pami means I'm hungry and I need the job. No, not if you don't give me the job, I will die. No, not I saw your company. I know, no, don't see, don't ever present yourself. This is not even about career alone. Let me just give you one this advice. Your um your relationship with people, relationship with experts, influencers, your relationship with your mentors. In fact, your relationship with your team lead, your boss, your colleague self. Don't ever show yourself as a needy professional. Always be the one who has to give, be valuable. You understand? Because it's true value you attract. People run away when they see you as needy. Let me give you an example. The first time you're entering my DM ever, all you're coming to do is to ask for a job. Abba, you've not talked, you've not, I don't even know what you do. You've not shown me you can even do what you say I should give the job to do. That would be very wrong. And you know what most of us think networking is just connecting with people that will give you something. No. Networking is not someone connecting with people that will give you something or people that will help you or that will no. It can always be about who will help me, who will help me grow, who will give money to eat, who will give me job. Have you ever thought of what will you do to people too? So be valuable, give them content, share values. You understand? If you are entering my DM, for example, now to say you want to give me, you want me to give you a job. Do I have a job to give? Maybe not. But if I see how your approach is, I've seen CEOs craft one job title that's not even a job title. You don't know. A job title that is not even known as a job title, they will just craft it out for you. Boom, you've gotten the job because they need that role. So they will just give the job. What will HR do? HR will say, okay, yes, sir, yes, sir. It's not the owner of the company. You understand? Once they've aligned on strategic approach to hiring, no problem again. Now, what I mean is, if you are going through the route of either applying with your CV or your cover letter or your personal brand in your portfolio, approach it professionally. If you are going to be pitching to people cold emails, cold DMs, never be needed. Go with value. You can, if you are a writer, you can write a copy for them for free. Oh, hi Sheila, I wrote this for you for free. I don't know if you're going to ever use it, but don't worry, don't have to bother to pay me. Whether you use it or not is okay with me. Tomorrow again, oh, this is the template I've drawn for you. I know it's going to help you with managing your tax. You can you can draft out social media calendar with Notion and give to small businesses. Oh, hi, dear business, their name. I drafted calendar for you based on the type of your business. I've done my research, I've done my cognitive research, I've seen what your competitors are doing on their pages, and I can see that this will work for you. I'm doing this out of a free will or goodwill for you. I'm not expecting anything back at all. So don't worry about pay me or anything. Thank you. You have given them value. See, give them value, give them value. 20 people value in a day. It's not easy anyway, it's very hard. That's the truth. But can you do it? Yes, if you really want to do it. You've given them value 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks. In fact, you might not even need to go for them for a job before they recommend you, because they've seen what you have given them for free. They've seen what you're doing outside there on your personal brand, what you're pushing out there, the kind of value you are giving. There's this guy I recently follow on Instagram. I hardly follow people. I'm not even before I like to follow people. But I saw his page, right? He just sharing valuable content. Luckily, we worked together when I was with an agency. Now I saw his page. Wow, this guy, this is amazing. I followed him, and I'm using his content for myself. A lot of rich value, things that you will pay for. For example, now this master class is there's some people that will charge you for it. This thing we are having now, but it's value. VA Global is giving you for free. That's what we're talking about here. You understand? So you are giving very good value out for absolutely nothing in return, for free. On your, of course, my later workers, my later come back to you as good will, maybe in terms of job contracts, like that guy now I talked about. He has about 200 and something thousand followers. So of course, people are following him, and he could get endorsements, campaign or PR jobs and so on. But you are very, 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 very valuable, very, very valuable. You're always there for people, always giving them value. That's what you want. That's what you want them to know you for. You understand? That's your personal brand. So today we have been able to look at what makes personal brand, your purpose, your position, your core values, your audience, your story, your credibility and proof, your strategy, and of course, consistency and authority. Then we have seen your CV and your cover letter. So don't worry, if you have any question, we are everywhere. You can message us on LinkedIn, VA Global on LinkedIn. You can message us on Twitter, VA Global on Twitter. You can message us on Instagram, VA Global on Instagram. We are also on TikTok and Pinterest. Anywhere you see us, you see VA Global there, right? Message us, ask your questions free of charge. And if you feel like, oh, your CV needs upgrade and you don't want to do it by yourself, we'll do it for you at a token. All right. If you want us to correct you, oh, go and do this, change this, that's free. But if you want us to spend our time, time is value, you understand? So if you want us to spend our time to help you to do it for you at a token, we'll give you the token by when you come, you understand? We'll just tell you one very small amount of money for the time, you understand? And we'll do your CV for you, professional CV that you can be using, and we'll do a cover letter for you for free. A sales letter copy that you can be using for your job. Just change things based on the. I mentioned something. Don't use one cover letter for all jobs. Always change things. Align that cover letter to the need of that business. The same thing with your CV. Align your CV to the need of that particular company. So that when you're reading your documents, they can tell you really, really understand them. You are really the best person for me or for the role. You understand? I don't know if you have questions. Do you have questions? Any
I have
questions?
a question. Hold on.
Okay, I think three people have questions. So Moses can go first, then Gabriel will go next. Thank you.
All right. Am I to go now?
Yes, Moses can go first, then Gabriel will go next after Moses.
Okay, okay. Good afternoon, bossman. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
As regards all what you have said, thank you so much for the information, for the tutoring and the coaching and everything. Actually, the thing I actually want to say is there was a time like that I reached out on X. I think there was this project I felt could like probably also like be of good use to the community at BA at large. So and I think I had to post on X back then, and I was told to come to the DM. So I actually messaged the DM, but till now there was no response. So I wouldn't know if it was that it was not delivered, or probably it was more of like maybe the way I approached. And whereas I was told to come to the DM. So,
Hmm.
but then I felt like maybe it was because I wouldn't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it is the customer service that was just kind of like that, or probably because the approach in coming to the DM was not good.
Okay,
So
I'm
that
not sure it's going to be your approach. I'm not sure it's the approach because we have a DEX. So we have like a DEX, like a central platform where all our DMs coming to. So I'm thinking it's probably there's something on Twitter that some messages will not go directly inside the DM, right? There's a name for it. So what you can just
Spam.
do is there's this spam, yes, or request ahead. So you can just resend it. I'm sure it will enter. You understand? We apologize for that. So sorry. So just resend it. Of course, it's going to enter into our central messaging app, and we'll take it off from there. Sorry about that, Moses.
all right. Thank you so much, boss.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, Gabriel.
Oh, thank you so much. This is
Yeah,
Gabriel Seji. Hope everyone can hear me.
sure, very well.
Okay, Gabriel Seji. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon.
Good
Thank you so
afternoon.
much for this presentation. Really, it has impacted me. But my question goes like this: for someone, okay, who's wants to apply for a job, and his experience, which is his CVs, doesn't tally with the job he's applying for. So even after optimization and all of that, it doesn't align. Though, yeah, the person wants to work in that career part of the job he wants to apply for. How does one go about it?
Hmm. So, thank you so much, Gabriel.
Please,
I
sorry, I
think
don't know
you
if you get my question. I couldn't put it
perfectly.
well because
So I
sorry.
understand you perfectly. Don't worry.
Mm.
I understand you perfectly. So I think it's probably because you joined a little bit late. So this is what you do. So let's use a real life example. Gabriel, let's go to the lesson. This is board, right? So what you are saying is, let me know if I'm wrong. You want to apply for HR, for example, but your CV is focusing on, let's say,
Uh,
projects
Porter,
management.
Homer is, okay, let's say my CV is
Exactly.
solely focusing on front desk, cashier,
Exactly.
barman, and all of that.
Exactly. Front, let's just say, CS. Now, this is what you are talking about. What you need to do is there's a gap between this HR and CS, and that
Yes, a
gap
huge gap.
is called a skill gap.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what you need to do is find out the skill gap. So, we want to apply for HR, for example, but your CV is currently CS. Find out all the skill gap that between these, right? That HR needs. Put them in your brackets. You understand? For example, strategic relations, and so on. All right. Now, between this HR and CS, there's going to be aside skill gap, there's going to be skill correlation. So what I mean is that while we have skill gap between HR and CS, there's going to be some skills that relate, that align. For example, in HR, you need to know how to relate with people. So people relation is correlated. You understand? People relation, maybe anger management, or let's just say conflict management, etc. So while you have a huge skill gap, you're still going to have skill correlation. See, there was this particular lady I mentored last 2 years or so. A secondary school teacher, all right, and she was hoping she could go into CS. Now, of course, she has been working like since then. Right? What we together was we looked at. You are a secondary school teacher. What are you teaching? Indeed. What skills? What soft skills? No, soft skills are called people skills, right? People relation skills or people skills. What skills do you use in that current skill you are doing? So, for example, you have good communication skill, or communication skill. So, as a clerk, right, Gabriel, maybe you know how to
Yes.
organize very well, organizational skill, organizational skill. Maybe you know how to use Excel. I'm not know if you know, but let's say you know how to use Excel, Microsoft Excel. So let's say you don't know how to use Excel. You put it under your skill gap. You understand? So whatever you know how to do, you put it under skill correlation that has to do with this role. How will you know which is from your research? So for example, you can say which skills are in customer service that are relevant to human resource management. This is research. I see it now. From your research, you see all those empathy, good communication, problem solving skills. You understand? And you will also be seeing them under HR skills too, collaboration, strategic planning, and so on. So anyone that is related, you put them under skill correlation. Anyone that is not related and you don't have it, you put them under skill gap. So by the time you are done, you should have something huge to work with and build your new CV with. So the one that has skill gap, don't put them on your CV yet. Go and learn them. But the one that has correlation, feel free to add them to your CV, to your HR CV. You understand it? That's how you do it. So no matter the field you are right now, whether you're a mechanic, whether you are a shoemaker, whether you are a fashion designer, no matter whether you're a French person, whatever it is you are doing right now, there are certain skills you are using that are actually relevant to the new role you are going to. I can tell you categorically, especially soft skills, people skills. You understand? And some tools you are using could be relevant too. Now, for example, if you're a mechanic, you repair cars or Fanabita, you have problem solving. The skills they need in HR, add them. Then the ones that you don't have, that maybe human management, strategic planning, training, employee development, compliance, you go and learn them. Go and take courses around, and that's how you become a new career person in that field. You understand? Hope I answered that question very well, Gabriel. Do you understand it?
Yeah, sir, please. You
Yeah.
answered this question very well. Yes, you did a good job. But I will put this, though it's not a fact, but I think in the labor market, when you don't have the necessary experience, okay, it's not in your CV, you barely get hired. I don't know. That's it's a high constraint in the labor market when they don't see that experience in your CV. Because yes, you've spoken about the skill, soft. Yes, that's absolutely good and correct. But when they don't see the necessary or experience in your CV, I don't know if you get me.
Okay, so let's look at it together. The expresses missing on your CV. What was this thing called? These are the skill gaps. You understand now? These are the skill gaps. Things that they expect you to know how to do, but right now you don't know how to do them. So what do? You don't have to keep using this CV that does not have all these things to just be shooting to the air, just open. No. Go and gain the experience, go and learn, go and take skills, go and take courses, and build personal projects. I can tell you categorically, you don't need to necessarily work for any company before you get a job. They are entry level roles. You understand? They are startup roles. They are companies that will hire you because they've seen what you have done. So close the gaps. These things you are talking about that they will say, oh, it's not on your CV, so we cannot hire you. They are the skill gap. if we are being honest to ourselves. So let me give you another real life example. You went for an interview, right? To go, and you are being interviewed for a project management role. And on your CV, customer service, customer service, customer service, social media management, nothing like project management. They will most likely not even invite you for that interview. But since you have seen this gap,
Okay.
this is the career you are going for, project management. This is the one you currently have, customer service. So
Yes,
what
that you have passion for.
exactly? So you now go and begin to consume lessons, resources for the new one you want them to know you for, that new experience you want to have. You now start building projects. Use those projects to build your portfolio. Then you now begin to have a new CV. So you're not going to do the same CV anymore. So the CV you have right now is what? Customer service CV, right? Now the new CV you want to have is HR CV. The ones that are transferred, they are called the transferable skills. You can transfer them to the new one. But the ones that are not transferred, they are the ones they are complaining about, right? Gabriel, that, oh, you don't have this experience, you don't have this one, you don't know how to do this one. They are the skill gaps. So you go and learn those, you go and gain the experience in those things. And once you've learned them, now add them to your CV. That's how you close the gap in experience. So let me use another last example for you. Like now, I've not worked for any company since 2024, June. It's already over a year. So now I already have 1 year career gap. Although I can't really call it career gap because since then I've been working for VA Global anyways. But still, they might see it as career gap. You understand? Now, what do I need to do? From where I stopped to now, what do I need to feel? What new things? Okay, AI in this, IoT, Internet of Things. What and what do I need to update? Then I will go and learn them, update them. I'll not just come and add them to my CV. Use them, build project around them, then I will not add them to my CV. Such
Sorry,
that
please let me come in. When you say
yes,
build project, please forgive me for
yes,
cutting you
yes.
short. When you say build project, how do you mean? Can you expand on that build project? Because I've been hearing this build project from you, and it keeps
Okay.
exciting me. How do you mean? Please, can you expand?
So I think, yeah, like I said, I think it's because you joined a little bit late. So let me expatiate now.
Yeah, I didn't get the
You are
message on
learning.
time. I didn't check my Twitter on time.
So you are learning. Give me one skill you are learning so that we use as example. Your own.
Okay, currently I'm not learning a skill because it's difficult for me because I work 24 hours. I'm currently working as a front desk officer.
Okay, but which career do you want to go? Do you really want to go?
Okay, yeah, I would love to go into HR because I actually went for HR after studying office technology management in my ND. I went into HR. Then after service, I think it took me about a year plus in search of internship, which is the entry level, as you said. But after a year plus, my brother urged me and pushed me out to go and look for something to do instead of just sitting at home and looking for an internship,
Jobs.
which is not forthcoming. Which
Yeah.
is not forthcoming. So that's why I'm still in the front office here. I'm still working as the role of a front office staff in a hotel.
Yeah. So now you have a good foundation. I have to be very honest with you. You working already now is a good foundation, and it's something you can build on. And the fact that it's even in an hotel, it's a lot. You understand? It's not something small. It's huge. I don't want to care how much you are earning right now. The experience is golden. Now, so what do you do? So these are projects. For example, right? HR. You can come up with what is called hypothetical project. Hypothetical in the sense that it's not actually a real company that hires you. It's called job simulations. All right. In fact, if you go online, you type HR job simulations. So look at it, HR
HR
job
job
simulation.
simulation.
Yes, write it down. You are plenty results, right? You can just start with this first one. I see now. Sign up. So once you sign up, you will get simulations. Simulations are just projects. It's not really a real company, but they are projects that you will be doing when you eventually get hired. You understand? So some of those projects are like this. For example, look at this, the one our HRs are working on. So look at this, for example, based on a hypothetical company, all right, a startup, analyze their HR needs. There are three to five key HR roles within this company, right? List out the responsibility as if you want to hire somebody for the role. These are HR jobs, you understand? But now you are doing them, and there are beautiful submissions our students are sharing with us, like very, very amazing projects. In fact, you cannot share that one with any company and they will say no to you. Very, very amazing. You put that on your portfolio, they will see, they will know that it's not a real company. You are not lying about it, you understand? But they know that you have the experience, you've done this thing, and you can do it for them. You can replicate it for them when you're hired. All right. So let's look at this Forage. So you can sign up on Forage. Is it? So sign up on Forage and you'll be able to undergo their job simulations. All right. So just don't worry, just sign up. I don't want to waste time creating accounts for VA Global. So create your name, put your name, yes, put your date of birth, put your school, just put everything, agree and join. So on Forage, what you will see on Forage are simulations, hypothetical companies, you understand, projects for you to work on. So whenever you hear work on project, what we are saying is that don't just learn a skill. If you learn how to do, okay, for example, today you have learned how to design flyer. The project is go and design flyers. That's the project. Don't just say I've learned how to design. That's, you understand. Go and design flyers. Even if it's not for a company, even if it's not a company hire, you just go and design random flyers. They are your project. So, for example, say you have learned how to interview people. You have learned how to set interview questions. So even though you've not gotten any job yet, you can go and set interview question for different roles that you just give yourself. Okay, set interview question for graphic design role, UI UX design role, HR role. These are projects, you understand? They are not like companies have hired you, but you're just giving yourself to just get experience in that role before you eventually work for that company. But Forage is a good place to start anyways. And of course, if you don't want to go work for Forage, VA Global is the best place to start. So after you're learning with us at VA Global, in fact, before you even finish learning with us at VA Global, from your classes, every week, you have projects that they're going to be given to you, understand? And these projects we need you to submit and review. So these are hypothetical projects. And by the time you come for your internship as well, your internship is fully job simulations. You work with different projects, you get reviewed, you get corrected, and once you are done, you can put those things on your portfolio. You understand? That's the project you are referring to. The project is, you're not just learning theory. So let's say, for example, I went on YouTube now. Okay, let me show you what I'm currently learning. I'm currently learning this on YouTube, right? I think I'm showing today. Yes, forest trading for beginners. I'm learning this. So after I've learned this now, I'm not just saying, oh, I've learned forest. No. I will go and create accounts. You understand? I'm just saying, for example, this is not career thing, just for personal use. I'll go and create accounts, simulate it. No, when I say you are simulating something, you are doing it as if it's the real thing. You understand? You create your account, you use it, you video yourself using it. Of course, now you know how to use it from your classes, and you take screenshots of you using it. You use it for a typical case study. You add those study in your portfolio. That's how you do progress. You understand? And in case you want to understand what the meaning of simulation is, you can look at the English meaning as well, so that you have better understanding of what it is. So you can see it's the
All right,
model
thank you
of,
so much. Let me. Okay.
yes,
Continue,
it's the
sir.
model of something. Yeah. So you can model different. In fact, our UI UX design guys are going to start the internship on Monday, and the company on my mind is OP. So they're going to model OP, and what they will do is they will design the UI UX design. They will do the UI UX for OP app. So that one, OP is not hire them. Are you getting it now? It's not OP that hire them, but we are the one that is giving them OP as a project to do. That's what it's called, project. Do you understand it? That's how it's done. So you can just Gabriel, you can just send us a DM. We can see what we can do for you. Even if you don't have the money to start your course, if it's for you to start part payments, you need to start somewhere. You understand, and start working on projects. All right. Thank you
All
so
right.
much
Thank you
for
so
the
much.
question.
Thank you so much. I'll give audience to someone else. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Do you still have any more questions before everyone leaves the meeting? Azubuke, did you learn a lot? Bolu Atufe, Coin, Chukwu
Yes, I
Yeah,
do. If there's any
I do.
question, I'll send you a DM or I'll message on X. There.
Okay,
Mm.
okay.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
All right. So
Thank
this
you.
meeting was you're welcome. This meeting was recorded and it was also streamed on YouTube. So in case you want to rewatch it anytime, just go online and type VA Global. Then go to our YouTube channel and you can see it there. You'll see it there, you understand? So we recorded it on YouTube and it's also recorded on our drive. All right. Thank you so much for joining the session. For our students, our classes continue today in the evening. For our non-students, we hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend as well. Thank you and do
Thank,
take care.
Thank you very much for that.
thank you. God bless.
Amen. Hold on.
All right. Thank you very much. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.